नमस्ते सारस्वती प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाशादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So we are continuing last week's
Hello, Krishna Mataji, Pranam.
Pranam. So we are continuing the same topic which we did last week, tackling mother-in-law and daughter-in-law relationships issues. So some general principles are there in married life. So again, I want to repeat them so that we understand how to go ahead. The general principles are women are like paddy plants. Paddy plants, you might have noticed if you are from a farmer family or you know something about farming, you might have noticed that this rice seeds are sown in a small area. So they grow nicely, thickly. After they grow this much height, that is called plant saplings, they are removed from that place and planted in a big ground, separately. So this plant has to survive the new environment. This is how the paddy comes out. Not every plant is like that. Some specific plants are like that. They are transplanted from one place to another place. So women's life is like that. They take birth in one family and they have to survive in another family, which may be, even if it is in the same caste, same language, same this thing, they have to undergo a lot of changes. So women's nature is adaptable. Okay. So they are like these paddy plants. If they don't go there and survive, then it is a problem. They have to survive in new environment. For that, from childhood, the parents mold their mind. Oh, you are going to some other place. You are going to go there. So when the mother nurtures the daughter, she keeps on telling, if you make the same mistake in your in-law's place, your in-law will criticize us. So behave properly. So everything the mother teaches the girl child. But nowadays, such training, such teaching has become, maybe almost it is gone. The women are trained in becoming, good. They are trained in education or management or something else, but the basic training is now very much lacking. Very much lacking. The importance given to the family is now, it's going. So, but we devotees, in devotee community also, such tendencies are increasing. That's why some serious sannyasis and serious devotees are pushing everybody to preach the basics of family life, especially for women. If a woman if woman is strong, she can survive like a paddy plant when it is planted in another place. So that strength is there, inbuilt strength is there in women. Now we are seeing when in relationship, if we talk about relationship, anywhere, if there are two people, misunderstandings are compulsory. Two women, definitely misunderstanding comes. So how we should raise above this is our topic. This is happening everywhere. We are seeing everywhere. But we devotees should be above this, not below this or like that. Then what makes the difference between devotee and non-devotees? If such kind of things exist among devotees also, then where we stand, right? So that point we have to understand. And now I am going to speak separately how a mother-in-law, uh, if a devotee is a mother-in-law, and how she should go ahead with her life. If a devotee is a daughter-in-law, how she should understand life and how she should go ahead. Separately, we will speak the responsibility of mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, and also from my experience, how the family ruined because of silly matters, misunderstanding, domination, which is not at all devotional characters. That also I am going to explain so that we will not do such mistakes. That's why. Otherwise, why should we speak in Bhagavatam class? This is our Bhagavatam class. But why we should speak such things? Because sometimes we also make such mistakes. The point is, because we are devotees, we should become additional strong. We are not like very cheaper ladies who are only for saris, jewelries, makeup, and this beauty parlors, all these things. We are above that, right? So now this matter also, oh, devotees, oh, very good. They are well behaved. They know the dharma. So that much we should be trained. And we should train other fellow ladies also nicely. So Stri Dharma, especially 7th canto, speaks one verse which Falini Mataji often quotes. Right? Shraddha Mataji, do you know the verse number? Do you know the verse number? I forgot.
Which one?
Huh? 7?
Which verse?
There, the women should be favorably disposed to husband. The four principles for women. Stri Dharma.
Vishrambhena, but I don't remember the.
Yeah,
I don't.
Vishrambhena. Yes. It starts like that. Anyway, I know the meaning alone. I didn't memorize that verse. 4 principles are there for women, that women should favorably dispose to her husband in serving, and she should serve him, and she should be favorably disposed towards him, and she should follow what are the vows he follows, and she should be helpful. She should serve his family members, his friends. This Bhagavatam speaks. So for a woman, she should be more towards her husband's family members. Because once married, she should forget her family and serve more towards the husband's family. Now, husband's family should become our family. Here, generally, women develops envy towards the husband's family. Then, if we are developing envy, because it is now in the society, it has become a normal trend. Like they means in-laws means they are opposites, envious. Such is mostly prevalent in India. I have seen everywhere differences. For some time they are okay. After some time they fight. They have misunderstandings. But the Shastra says for women, she should consider that family as her family. If we don't learn it, we should learn it. So in one situation, one young lady had a problem with the husband. So normally what happens in the society, the lady who is having problem, she comes to the father's family, mother's house and say, oh, I don't like him. In that situation, that particular father says to the daughter that you should tell, if I have problem, where should I go? You should tell your father. Then she says, I came to you only. Now he says, after marriage, I am not your father. Your father is your father-in-law. Your mother is your mother-in-law. So we all of us should know that after marriage, our father, mother relations are changed. So we should be more concerned about the in-law side rather than our own family side. That is for women. This is the women's rule. Shastra says, after marriage, you have to more inclined. This is a spiritual way. Material way also. If some woman loves her husband sincerely, if that love is true, then she should love the husband's relative more than her relatives. This is ideal. If you really love your husband, whomever your husband loves, those people are your dear ones, right? So this world is in a false thing. I want you, but I don't want your people. Like if we say to Krishna, Krishna, I want you, but I don't want Radharani, Gopis, Guru Parampara, all the devotees. No, we don't want only Krishna. That doesn't work out like that, right? If our Krishna Prem is true, then we love all Vaishnavas. We will become Suhurdam Sarvabhuteshu, right? We become well-wisher and friend of all the living entities. That's what Shastra says. If we love only God, only Krishna, and we don't love the fellow human beings or Vaishnavas, then our bhakti is duplicated. Our bhakti is not matured. Our bhakti is not real, right? Similarly, if some woman loves her husband, then it becomes natural that whomever he likes, whomever husband likes, whomever is relatives, they all naturally become dear to the wife. Right? So now first we will see the daughter-in-law's duties. So first few years are really crucial. That is a testing period for any woman. There you have to prove that I love, I want to serve. This is my family. I want to be here by serving you, by remaining humble. That should be the mood of the young bride. So respect whatever the family custom, tradition that we have to adapt, that we have to take out. Maybe in the same caste also, if somebody is getting married, cooking style, living and behaving, it mostly differs. So that differences, the girl should adapt to her life. So understanding that this is the place I have to adapt here. I have to adjust here. I have to love everybody. So I have to prove myself also. I have to serve everybody. I have to prove myself. So that makes you a very good devotee. Because in this level, if you are remaining very good, then you can advance in devotion also. The same thing is going to be transferred there. Here we are given the practice, apprenticeship. Like, when you complete the MBBS, then you are put in a hospital for training, right? House surgeon, they say. Similarly, we have to go back home, back to Godhead. Before going there, we are given training here. We should not have envy. We should not have any pride, ahankar, all these things. By adjusting ourselves, by remaining simple, humble, we are going to take out everything. Then only the admission will be there. Otherwise, we will not be admitted there. Getting admission there is not possible. Because Krishna will ask you, you are not even able to love your fellow people, where you can come to Vaikuntha or spiritual world. There is no question. People think that, generally ISKCON ladies, they think that, I come to Mangalarti, I chant 16 rounds, finished. I don't bother about anything else. Like that, it won't work out. It won't work out. It is like somebody asked me question. Devotion is important, family is important. Both are important. We are not sannyasis. We are family ladies. So one eye is your family, one eye is your devotion. Unless we practice humility, obedience, responsibility here. In devotional life also we will be like that. So that's why these classes are given. Yeah, this also should be very important. Then it molds us. We every day we chant Trinadapi Sunichana Tarorapi Sakishnu Namani Namanadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. Every day we chant. But we should adapt that in our day-to-day life. When we get criticism, especially when we make mistakes, mother-in-law will definitely tell. Sister-in-law may, sometimes we get criticisms, unwanted criticisms, or even we may do it very nicely, but they may perceive in a different way. But still we have to prove. We have to prove that I will take it lightly. I will try to adapt. When mistakes are pointed out, we should say, yes, I want to rectify my mistakes. Thank you very much. You have told me at least. Thank you. I will take it in the right spirit. Please give me a chance. Always you say, please give me a chance. I will prove myself. So that should be the attitude of the daughter-in-law. So we should tolerate the family situations. As I told you in last class itself, there are some criminals. There are some extremely negative behaviors in the society. But that is not our matter of talking here. Here we are speaking about the small misunderstandings which grow into big misunderstanding, big fightings, such things. We are not talking about big, which comes in newspaper. We are not in that bad level. We are in the normal level, but still envy is there, enmity is there, depression is there. So negative feelings are there. That we have to remove. Unless we remove that negative feelings, it is not possible for us to advance in devotional life. So our life, our heart should be pure so that Krishna comes and sits here. So I have seen many, now we are discussing about the daughter-in-law's duties. I have seen many daughter-in-laws who escape the family responsibility and in the name of doing bhakti, devotional service. This I very much wanted to tell publicly, because I have seen, especially we are living in Mayapur, I have seen many ladies living alone with children. There are different situations. In some situations, the family cannot go with the husband. In some situations, some real situations are there. But most of the ladies, they want to get rid of this joint family. They don't want to serve the family, but they want to enjoy Krishna consciousness in Mayapur. My own close friends are there in this list. Because I am no way their mentor or their counselor. I just mix with every devotee nicely, but I have no rights to tell them. But many devotees asked me, is this right or wrong? Husband and in-laws are in one place, wife with children are in Mayapur. Is this right or wrong? Some Matajis, they fight with the husband and in-laws and came here. Some, they force, I want to be in Mayapur, you be here, give me money. Every month, money should come. So this is not appreciable. What is your responsibility? Taking care of husband, taking care of in-laws is your responsibility. Leaving that and coming, living separately doesn't work. Sorry to say, wherever the family should be together. If it is unavoidable situation, there is no other way. The husband has to live somewhere to earn money separately. Some rare exceptional cases with the permission of their spiritual master is acceptable. Otherwise, you are there, I am here. So this is not a good decision. This is not a good decision at all. If you want to be dharmic, if you want to follow your Sri Dharma, you please live with your family. So escaping, I have seen some ladies, they escape because, here morning program is very attractive. If you are in a joint family, you cannot go even for darshan. That's not possible. Morning, you have to make breakfast. For so many people are asked, at least assist the mother-in-law. So many responsibilities will be there. So, but in Mayapur is so fancy. We can attend the full morning program and then take prasad in Mahaprasadam stall, come back home, relax, then start the lunch program. So like that. But enjoying Krishna consciousness is not a right mood. Until we retire, until we become settled, until we settle the family, like children and others, we have to serve the family along with our daily sadhana. If that is not your mood, then, liberation is not given, cannot be given, because it is clearly written in Shastra that you have to serve your family member. That is compulsory. That you do it with good spirit. Definitely these things will be awarded, which we have seen in the life of Savitri. We have seen in the life of Suganya, so many great women, which we have taken a separate lessons. So the point is, we should know what is my duty. We should be very clear what is good for me. Then, Krishna will be pleased. In 10th canto, Krishna is giving a big lesson to gopis, that they all have left their family responsibilities and came behind Krishna. Here Krishna, this lesson is not for gopis, this lesson is for ordinary women. That's what the acharyas comment. Gopis are above normal level. We are in the below normal level. So for us, family responsibility is equally or more important than devotional service in the name, because we haven't reached the basic level in devotion. So the service will push us up. If we are perfect in this varnashram, then we will get some taste in devotional service. Otherwise, we will fail. Otherwise, it will be a show, not real. So, for gopis, Krishna gives advice. That advice is for ordinary people like us, that we have to be very responsible in our familial duty, especially women. Children, Prabhupada writes in many letters. So what is your duty? What is your duty? Many times he writes for ladies, cooking, cleaning, taking care of husband, taking care of children and family members is most important. He writes. So as daughter-in-law, we should not argue with the mother-in-law, though they may be non-devotees. Again, coming to the point, the main important point. Many daughter-in-laws complain that, my mother-in-law is not a devotee. My husband is a devotee. Mother-in-law is not a devotee. That's why these problems arises. Whether she is a devotee or non-devotee, you have to serve her. We were also, till yesterday, we were also non-devotee. Today only we have become devotee. That much understanding we should have. Till yesterday, we were non-devotees. Now, just now, we have taken up devotion. It's not that we are devotees from the life, from this very birth. No, we haven't just returned from Vaikunta. We have just in this lifetime for a few years or maybe 20 years, 30 years. That is not a big time. We have just taken up Krishna consciousness. So how we can criticize the mother-in-law? Oh, they are not devotees. Let them be non-devotees. They are superiors. I am their subordinate. I will serve. This should be our mood. That's all. If we have this right attitude, then Krishna will give us the courage. Even if they criticize, if they misbehave, if they show partiality, criticism, all these things, we will have the courage to tolerate. So morning I was discussing with one devotee about Mataji. She was devotee. She was practicing. She was not allowed to chant in the family. So she used to chant in the bathroom. After 10 years, she won the heart of the family. Then husband became devotee and others became devotee. So sometimes due to our karmic reaction, we may have to struggle a lot to bring the family to devotion. Sometimes. Mostly we are not struggling. We are struggling with our own false ego. Not accepting the husband's parents, husband's mother. Some ladies declare, I don't want your mother. Some they search a kind of person that who doesn't have mother and father, who doesn't have mother-in-law. One girl told me, Mataji, first when you arrange marriage, check the horoscope with the mother-in-law. She told me. But one mother-in-law told me that this is, this fighting between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law is rishta hi aisa hai. Why rishta hi aisa hai? When we understand the relationship, this kind of talks will not come. The daughter-in-law should think that however mother-in-law is dominating or criticizing, I will be subordinate to her. Yes, boss, I will be in that mode. The mother-in-law should, now we will come to the mother-in-law part. Mother-in-law should have the renounced thinking that now I have done my duty. Now my daughter-in-law has come. I have given the responsibility to her. I will encourage her. I will love her so that she will carry on the duties. Now it's my time to retire, chant more, focus on Krishna more than thinking what my daughter-in-law is doing, how much salt and oil she is putting in the cooking, what she is doing, how she is cleaning, what dress she is wearing today, how much she is spending, how much she is focusing on her family members. This kind of mother-in-law attitude we should remove. Now, coming to mother-in-law's attitude, I have seen some mother-in-laws really ruined their son's life. I have seen in my own eyes. If the son is only one, then the daughter-in-law is gone. Because the mother will so much depend on that son for love, affection, everything. So the daughter-in-law has to face that heat. It is a heat. So one such mother-in-law was so much loving towards the son, and they found out the son was an handsome man. They found out a very nice, beautiful lady, devotee. These are all devotee stories. But the mother-in-law was so dominating. Only one son means focusing only on him, nothing else. She was not a devotee, half devotee, but the daughter-in-law was a devotee. As we discussed, nowadays, ladies, they don't have tolerating capacity. This was a very normal, simple problem. She could have crossed over. Because she had to depend on the mother-in-law for everything. Because, the son was not working. Because he is only son and he was a very highly qualified person. He earned some money before his marriage itself. But the control was with the mother. So the mother was so much controlling the money part, and the daughter-in-law has to suffer. Even for petty things, she has to depend on her. If it is an ideal daughter-in-law, she would have tolerated. It is only for time. But she couldn't tolerate, she divorced him. Okay. But I heard that she was a very good girl. How I heard? From the mother-in-law only. Because when the second daughter-in-law came, she definitely, they got him married again. Second daughter-in-law gave her left and right. Whatever she did to the first daughter-in-law, now she is facing with the second daughter-in-law. Now she realized, now she has to keep quiet. If she pokes her nose in this also, then the son will lose the life. Now she got a lesson and then she changed. But some people, they never change. They ruin their son's life and they don't change. So one more case, I'm telling that one mother-in-law, son, mother, came. The son already divorced the first wife. They had a son, they have a child also. The mother behaves in such a, mother doesn't have a husband. Mother is a divorcee again. Not divorcee in those days, no divorce, but it was like separation. So from childhood, the son has seen the mother, single mother, because when he was a child, the father left them because maybe because of the bad behavior of the wife. So mother was everything for the son. This mother somehow got him married to a lady. So they got married, but mother interfered in everything. So the daughter-in-law told, definitely you maintain her. You give her money. You give her house. You give her whatever she wants. But she should not live in this house. That was the demand of the wife. The son said, the mother sacrificed whole life for me. So this is not possible at all. My mother will live with us. So this made the split. So they took the child and they came separately. So mother behaves like an wife in everything except bedroom. They were so close. The mother and son were very close. So the daughter-in-law had to go out. So this particular case, then they convinced me, oh, this is daughter-in-law's fault because mother sacrificed so much. How can I leave the mother? That was the argument of the son. Then I said, okay, don't worry. You have enough money. You know, you need another. So he wanted to marry again. So I arranged the marriage again. Now again, the same problem erupted. Same problem. Then now I understood, as long as the mother is living, the son cannot have a wife. That's all. So some mother-in-laws, they behave like that. Once we become old, once we get the son married, we should little bit go away from them. We have to give them some privacy to grow. If he is a good son, he will definitely maintain the mother. Definitely going to take care of the mother. So the mother's responsibility is that we should not pork in every issue of the son and daughter-in-law. Now it is time for us to do chanting more, going to temple. I have given you life. Give me 2 times meals, something, whichever you cook. That should be our mood. Whatever you cook, give me 2 times. I'll go to temple, do service and come. Or if you want me to do some services, I will do. That should be the mood of mother-in-law, ideal mother-in-law. So I have seen many different situations, unlimited situations in my life. That's why so many examples are coming. So one more case, the son had a very bad married life. First marriage was very, very bad. So he had children also. But the wife ditched him, divorced him. So the mother thought, no, now I have to take care of my son. Yeah. Arrange a second marriage. He was not interested because children were grown up. But still mother insisted that you should have, your children will go away one day, but you should have a companion. So she was searching and found a nice girl, very good girl for him. But this is again devotion. Huh? This Mataji, the mother-in-law, have a guru. And son has a different guru. Now, son is telling the daughter-in-law, wife, that he should take initiation from his guru. Mother-in-law's mood was, I have taken my initiation from this guru. You have to take initiation from this guru. So now this this girl is caught between husband and mother-in-law. And the husband was not living because he is living in abroad. She had to get the visa and all these things. That took really a long time. So until then, she has to live with the mother-in-law. I have seen that mother-in-law, because she was going behind the husband's guru, means that was natural, right? So she wanted to take initiation from the husband's guru. That got agitation in the mother-in-law's mind, and she became so cruel, because she became one reason is this. Another real reason is that she became widow in the younger age. When she was very young, she became widow. So she possesses the son also very much. Somehow she got him married, but she possesses the son very much. So this daughter-in-law has to undergo very much stress with the mother-in-law, because she became very cruel. She never allowed her to take bath in the Hava. She switch off the heater. She cannot. In winter in Mayapur is very heavy. She had to take bath in cold water. Definitely she will fall sick. And then somehow the husband understood the problem. Now my mother is torturing my wife, and in my absence. So he made her to live with her parents only. Until she gets the visa and go to abroad, he made arrangements. So actually, here I was telling that I was counseling that girl that, you pray to the Lord, remain simple, remain humble. She is definitely a very humble and simple, but this torture was too much. But the husband was very understanding. That's why he was balancing both mother and wife. Sometimes the mother cannot be thrown out, however badly she may behave. But he was very patient and taking care of the mother also, and wife also. He was balancing this. So as mother-in-laws, like if some mother-in-laws are hearing this lecture, we have done enough with the life. Now you settled your daughters, you have settled your sons nicely. Then now we have to think of going back home, back to Godhead. Instead, we are making the karma more and more, making the entanglement more and more. So these ladies cannot be taught only because they are like it. They don't listen to anyone. They don't listen to anyone. So guiding them also is not possible, right? But I have seen the good, renounced old mother-in-laws in my life also. Like they don't interfere in daughter-in-law's issue. They have become devotees. They live a very vanaprastha life. So some devotees have houses in Mayapur. So one Mataji, who is a widow, she wears full white. Every day 64 rounds. But the children, the son is in abroad. So the dealing is if somebody is in abroad, they need the elders' support because child care, household works. For that they need parents. But they made a good contract. Okay. In a year, few months there, few months here. When she is here, she utilizes the time like completely. So half the time she is here, half the time she is in abroad. So I have seen such dedicated devotees who don't bother about anything. In case they are also, she won't grudge. Okay, I will go serve them, and when they leave me, I come back here. Like that mood. I like her very much because I don't speak that language. I just say, how are you? Fine. But I can understand her mood. So once the ladies, we become old, we should not behave like with these kind of silly women who fork their nose in everything. When we are also going to become mother-in-laws. We remained a daughter-in-laws, now we are going to become mother-in-laws in future. So the mistakes which all these ladies made, that we should not make. If we make, we will be here only. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jadareshayanam. These things will be there within our heart, and they will make the heart impure, and Krishna will not come and sit in our heart. Because our goal is not here to fight or poke your nose into the petty matters and entangle us. These things may be there or more, maybe more in somebody's life. This is according to our karma. Maybe somebody may be having a worst daughter-in-law who disrespect, humiliate, doesn't treat well. Maybe somebody is having a very worst mother-in-law who is even ready to spoil your relationship with the husband and spoil your relationship with your guru or spoil your mood completely. That attitude may be there. But we all have to understand all these things are due to my karmic reaction. So like ping pong ball, you throw a ball on the wall, it comes back. Throw a ball. So if we have the revenging attitude, oh, you said this, I will give you back. That revenging attitude will bind us here. That we have to take it out. Sometimes this kind of depression comes. Only I have to do all the works wherever I go. This comes, no? These people are enjoying life. If somebody is enjoying life, they have done something for that. That's why they are enjoying life. Nothing works out like that in Krishna consciousness. Whatever we have to do, that we have to do. Without that, advancement will not happen. So why to envy others? Whether it is mother-in-law, sister-in-law, daughter-in-law, any in-law, we are not going to envy them. We do as much as possible. We surrender to Krishna. We serve the family and go back to Godhead. Only these ideals should be there in our mind. Okay, all these things I will tolerate. So one of my neighbor Mataji, she used to, when I was young, I have seen her suffering like anything in her life, full lifetime. Until the children grow up, she was suffering. But she used to tell me, whenever I get criticism, whenever my husband harasses me or my in-laws harasses me, I just swallow. Swallow and do the household chores. Simple. She was not a devotee. But now she is a mother-in-law now. When she was daughter-in-law, she tolerated. Now she is a better mother-in-law. She is not harassing the daughter-in-laws like that. She has the son settled nicely. She came across that the period has gone now. She crossed that. So for us also, whether if we are a daughter-in-law, we will cross such difficult periods. Then they will understand, oh, she is a wonderful person. Then they will be ashamed by our elevated behavior. They should be ashamed to do any further things. So like that, if we behave, they will be scared. I have seen some people really get scared before me. They know that because, I am very firm in my behavior, mostly because Guru Maharaj is teaching, Prabhupada is teaching. So this is what expected from you. So we behave in a firm manner, correct manner. Then, when such people come into your contact, they get a little bit scared and they don't come near you. They don't criticize you. I have seen in my life. After a period, because in the beginning of my devotional life, I do get criticisms from the relatives and friends. But I had always the serving attitude. And I'm always humble, obedient. So I adapted the principles given by Srila Prabhupada. And that's why I am able to speak before you. So when I solved the problems between husband and wife, one devotee Mataji got really angry on me. Because she was kept on talking over phone about the husband. Okay. Then she's blaming. So what I can do now? You are in the phone, what I can do? I said, yes. Oh, oh. Why you are saying, oh. You are kept by your husband like a Maharani, and that's why you don't understand anything which I am undergoing. That's what our criticism was. See, I mean, nowhere connected to you. I was always a friend to her. When some difficult situation came in her marriage, she was so angry and envious on me. The answer, I wanted to give her answer, but she was not in the mood to listen to that. The answer I'm giving you, yes, I can sit and speak philosophy because my husband is a good husband. My mother-in-law was a good mother-in-law. I have a very good situation. So I can easily speak. This is the complaint she gave me. But I can also ruin my life by increasing my falsehood. I would have spoke very badly with my mother-in-law and got nice slap from her. I could have done. I didn't do. I could have, from the day one of my marriage, my mother-in-law gave some instructions. Till today, I am married till 30 years. Till today, I remember her instructions. I was not a devotee when I got married. She told me at any cost, get up early, cook and send him. Give home food. I'm following it. Yeah, after becoming devotee, definitely home food. He used to go at 6 o'clock. I used to get up at 3:30, make breakfast and lunch before 6. That was my mother-in-law's mercy. I learned from her. She was there with me, taught her, because you see that your husband is not eating outside. We were non-devotees that time. We were not devotees. So the mother-in-law gave me some guidelines which I follow. So I have some qualification. I am not an ideal person because ideal devotees are Savitri, Suganya, so many Draupadi, Mandodari. These people are ideal. And even I have seen in society, some ladies are really good. Really good. But I can say that I have qualification to speak. Not like that one Mataji criticized me. Because I have an ideal situation, I can speak. I could have spoiled the ideal situation. Like she has done. Like many ladies, they are not ready to listen. This is the problem. Once any problem comes to me, I immediately find out where is the problem. This is out of experience and out of devotion and out of, I was trained in psychological counseling also. All these things adds. So we can find out, locate where is the problem. But unfortunately, ladies are not ready to listen. Ladies are not ready to listen. So there is the problem. I could have solved her, that, especially that particular Mataji. She had no mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, nothing. Her husband was alone living with her in Mayapur. Nothing was the problem. Mind was the problem. So she divorced. Because there is no ability to listen to any elders. Otherwise, the petty problems can stop these divorces, fightings. So even if we have, because two people means fightings. Husband and wife fights, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law fights, differences of opinion, differences of ideals. So if mother-in-law wants to make today, okay, today I want to make sambar, you keep quiet. Okay, Amma, make sambar. If mother-in-law wants to make some other kuruma or something, you say, okay, make. So similarly, the mother-in-law should say, okay, my dear daughter-in-law, what do you want to make? You make better, like that. So both should be ideal. Both should go ahead, because after all, she is my daughter. She left everything and came here. That attitude, mother-in-law should develop. The daughter-in-law should develop. I should respect her. I should take training from her. I should follow her because she has given me a gift. What gift? Husband is the most important person for me in this world. Who is most important person for us? Husband. Who gave that husband to you? Of course, Krishna. But then the instruments were the in-laws, the mother-in-law, especially. If you please your mother-in-law, then you are successful in your life. So try to do this. This is not a big PhD or something like, or in the world, women are going even to space, or they are getting PhD, this D, that D. But do this simple thing, no? This is very simple. Because we are going back home, back to Godhead. But before that, we should pass all these tests. I have seen some devotee Matajis, they fight. Your mother is there, I am not there. Fight happens. Such things are not appreciated. Definitely. If you have that attitude, no way we can speak ourselves as devotees. No way. Then how we are going to serve other Vaishnavas if we are not able to serve our own parents, our own in-laws? Where we are going to serve other people? Because this is machinery. We are all devotees and we have to become machinery. If we don't serve the family, how we are going to serve other people? Then we will remain selfish. We will remain here, take birth after birth. So we have our goal. For that, we need to do a lot of tolerance. We have to have lots of tolerance, humility, responsibility, all these things. So I end with this. If you have any unique situations or any doubts, please ask. Thank you for patiently listening. I don't know what is happening in your minds. So please come up with some questions so that I will understand I am right or wrong, or how you can add also some points.
Dandat Mataji, very nice class, Mataji, very nice points. I wish you had given me this class when I got married.
Now you are going to become a mother-in-law, no? So you can take the points of mother-in-law. Or teach your fellow girls who take your guidance.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Danvat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Very nice class, Mataji. A lot of points for me to implement in my life. But I just had one question. So as a daughter-in-law, I'm asking, sometimes when I'm with my mother-in-law, she's not fully devotee, but she's chanting and she's practicing. But so sometimes when she does something wrong in terms of like devotional service, or even normally, sometimes some things that I can suggest her that she can do better, it will help her, like sometimes. So is it okay for me to correct her or tell her to do? But I don't want her to feel that, who are you to teach me?
Yeah.
But maybe if I can tell.
See her mood. Like normally, some mother-in-laws, they ask, am I right? Is it right? Like that, if they ask, you tell. You find out the mood of your mother-in-law. Then you are gone. If you once become teacher of your mother-in-law, you are gone. Definitely she will feel hurt. Even if she is wrong, if she is in association of devotees, somebody will teach them. Don't do. This is a big mistake. Never do this.
Okay.
Never. Even for some people, I don't directly do. Even see, I am counselor. I am a counselor. Some devotees who are younger to me also attends my classes. Elder, younger, whoever it is. If they don't have this mood, then I tell in the class. Some people, they understand quickly and then take it. So in one class, I told that women should take partition and comb the hair. Next day, I'm saying one Mataji took a partition and came to the class. It was very, I said, great. because I didn't tell her directly because she was of my age, equally age like that. I don't know what is her mood. Even to such people, I'm scared. But mother-in-law, definitely, if she asks you, Rukmani, is this correct? Shall I do? Like that, then you can teach her. Otherwise, keep quiet. Even if it is wrong, keep quiet. She should ask you, why you didn't tell me? No, then you can tell, Amma, I got scared. You should not mistake me, like that. I have seen some daughter-in-laws who are advanced in, means little bit senior, instructing the mother-in-law. And mother-in-laws become, scared and, and they were very uncomfortable. Such situations never give, no. Let her make some silly mistakes they make. What do they make? They mix the jutta bartan and the kitchen deity bartan together. Or
Yes, Mataji.
yeah,
That's correct.
Yeah, that and all
Yeah.
you forgive. Forgive.
Okay.
Don't pork. Don't tell. In your house also, if she does that mistake, you leave it. That's why normally we don't suggest deity worship easily to devotees because Nama Sankirtan is Yuga Dharma. We, except one who can make an ideal standard, for others we don't recommend deity worship at all. Because, such things will happen. Such things.
Yes, Mataji.
No,
Thank you.
Don't tell. Your husband can tell. Your husband, if he knows the standard, then he should tell, Amma, these things should be separated. They should
Yes,
never
Mataji.
mix. That also you don't tell. He should automatically know this and then tell. If you tell and then he tells her, then that becomes even more a big calamity. Never do that mistake. These are all petty things. Leave. What is more important is chanting attentively is more important. Okay. If you have a
Okay, Mataji.
deity, then
Thank
it
you.
matters. But anyway, don't have deities. You have temple nearby. Go and worship the deities there.
Yeah.
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 We
Yes,
normally
Mataji.
suggest photos.
Correct. Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
I have seen
Thank you,
some
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
daughter-in-laws covering head, mother-in-laws leaving the pallu loose. I have seen some daughter-in-laws very, very simple. Mother-in-laws become very modern. That's okay. That's okay. Because you want to advance, so you remain simple. She doesn't matter. So for that, we should not criticize them. That is their level. But being elder, I will respect you. Wherever you are, whatever you are. That should be the daughter-in-law's mode. Okay?
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Any other question? Sunita, you are keeping quiet. Huh? Do you have mother-in-law?
Yes, Mataji.
You are taking care of her?
No, Mataji, she's staying in our native, Mataji.
Native.
But during pandemic, I served for 6 months, Mataji. She was on bed rest.
Okay.
That time she understood well.
Understood you. Yeah.
Yes, Mataji.
Always you love her. Always you invite them. Always
Yes,
take care of them. Then, you can prove yourself.
Yes, Mataji.
Very nice.
And one more point, what you told, Mataji, one eye should be in devotion and one eye is like family.
Family.
That our vision will in our life will be very clear, Mataji. One eye is blur, we cannot progress in our life.
Yeah. Correct. No? We need two eyes.
Yes, Mataji.
And devotion and family.
Both,
Both are
family.
important.
That is also important.
Both are important.
Yes, Mataji. And last class video you have put cover photo, Mataji. That I was thinking nice photo. Cover photo you have put mother-in-law and daughter-in-law together.
Yeah.
So I was thinking we should be also like that. Not just to click photo, just to understand our relation.
Each other. Yeah.
We should serve each other and we should keep
once
Krishna.
that understanding develops, no?
Yes,
I have seen one mother-in-law, she was polishing the feet of the daughter-in-law. That is out of love. They were so close. I have seen this in my life. That daughter-in-law was very lively with the family. So she had some sprain in the leg. The mother-in-law didn't see anything, just like daughter. She was, massaging the feet. It will be all right. Don't worry. Like that she was. So I have seen such intimate. They are non-devotees. They are not devotees. Because the daughter-in-law is very smart lady. Very smart lady. She serves the father-in-law. Now they are not there. Father-in-law, mother-in-law, family, and so they like her so much. And her family also they like very much. The full family comes and stay with them, and they are like very understanding. Mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Such people exist. It's all in the hand of daughter-in-law.
Yes, Mataji.
So whatever we are so far, now we have to change.
And forgiving also should be there, Mataji.
Forgive
we should-
and forgive.
Yes, we should also forgive. They will understand us, and we should also get little tolerance also.
Yes.
And this will be not a problem. Will be not there till the end of the life, Mataji. It will go one or other
Go
day.
away. Yes. Like passing cloud, it should change.
Yes,
But
Mataji.
anyway, our target should not be enemy-centered target.
Yes, Mataji.
Our target, our life should be centered around Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Lord. Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay. So thank you all. So next week you decide the topic. We will go ahead with this. I conclude mother-in-law and daughter-in-law's chapter. We will decide something next week, or we will continue with our Bhagavatam prayers. Vancha kalpadarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyev cha patithanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Dandavat pranam.